What's up, guys? I'm QD, the head honcho at RGM, and we're back with a new video series called RGM's Weekly Roundup. The way this works is that every day of the week, we're going to give you the biggest story of that day, or at least what we think is the biggest one. Before we dive into the video, I do want to ask you guys for a quick favor. Please check out ratingsgamemusic.com for the best music reviews on the planet, I promise. And also, if you like videos like this, hit that subscribe button. It helps us grow and it gets us energized to do more videos like this. Okay, let's dive into the weekly roundup. On Sunday, Donald Trump, there was Jay-Z, Beyonce, there was Drake, A$AP Rocky, Post Malone performed, Justin Bieber performed. It was a bunch of different people there. But the biggest elephants in the room to me was Drake sitting in his own section while some of his ops, such as Jay-Z, I guess Beyonce is his ops if Jay-Z is one of his ops, Pharrell, A$AP Rocky, and Rihanna were all kind of sprinkled throughout. Now, Future sat with Pharrell, A$AP Rocky sat close to Future, and if I recall, Ran to Atlanta represented Drake and Future rekindling a relationship that we have no clue why it went awry. Many of these ops, enemies, ran into each other in the bathroom. Monday, the biggest story that we covered was Doja Cat and Lotto turning up the spiciness with their video Okay. Lotto and Doja Cat looks like their chemistry is on point right now. They're actually going on tour, and they also dropped a music video to their song, their collaboration called Okay, which is featured on Lotto's latest album, Big Mama. The very first thing that stood out to me about this music video, just from a regular lens, like just from a this is my job to cover things that happen lens, is wow, how great does Lotto look? I mean, she just gave birth to her baby and she looks great in the music video. And how great does Doja Cat look? I mean, she didn't give birth recently, but she looks great. I think a lot of people see Doja Cat, do all kinds of wacky things. She messes around with her look quite a bit, but when she looks like that, she's top five. You gotta say top five. I'm a married man, so I'm just gonna say top five. Whatever top five you feel like saying, top five. Tuesday, the biggest story we covered was 50 Cent trolling Rick Ross over Set in Stone album sales. You know what's sad about this story? 50 Cent and Rick Ross have been beefing for almost 20 years. What's even crazier is that their beef is practically for nothing. Rick Ross has always said that it stemmed from 50 Cent giving him like wicked eye that made him view him as an op. But on the low, Rick Ross be catching beef for some very shaky reasons. Like, I still don't understand why he has beef with Drake. I still don't understand why him and Jeezy were beefing. Well, that was a little clearer, but Rick Ross be hopping in these battles and like, he don't really be giving you a clear reason why. Anyway, this latest chapter involves Rick Ross's album Set in Stone selling a little low, I guess lower than people thought. 50 Cent saw it and he posted a bunch of posts on Twitter and Instagram where he later deleted, making fun of how many albums it sold. So Rick Ross ended up selling about 18,000, and then they've been going back and forth on posts. Rick Ross making fun of 50 Cent's studio he's trying to build in Louisiana, yada 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 yada. To me, I didn't expect Rick Ross to do 100,000 in the first week. I mean, did anybody expect Rick Ross to do 100,000? Rick Ross is at this point of his career where everything that he drops musically just feels like house money. This felt like a house money album. I didn't think it was as bad as people were saying, but it's definitely not deeper than rap. 50 Cent hasn't dropped an album in a while. I'm very curious to see how that would do. I think it would do 100,000 for sure. But with both of them, I guess about 50 or over 50 at this point, there's certain things that I'm just like, you gotta let it slide. You gotta, you gotta turn down the petty knots just a little bit. And I just think that this latest episode, which is probably like episode 125, was, just a little on the petty side for me. Wednesday's biggest story that we covered was Pharrell telling DJ Drama he wants a Gangsta Grill project with Jay-Z. You know what I love about Pharrell right now? Pharrell is fully ingratiated into the hip hop culture right now. He's rejuvenating Lil Baby's career with what I think is Lil Baby's best song in a long time in Dead Fresh. And he also produced a couple tracks for Quavo, NBA Youngboy. He was on T.I.'s album. Pharrell's really indulging in this newfound love for hip hop, and I love it. He's also talking a lot, and I thought that in this interview that he did with DJ Drama on his podcast, he mentioned that he would love to see Jay-Z do a Gangsta Grills.
But I would love him to take the approach that I did, which was errorless. And it don't have to be genre. It could be genreless too, because you could rhyme over a Beatles joint. You know what I'm saying? The Gangsta Grills.
I'm reading between the lines on this one, guys. Jay-Z hasn't announced any new music, but it feels like Jay-Z is kind of starting to rev himself up to drop new music. Could you imagine if Jay-Z dropped a Gangsta Grills album as his return album? Oh my God. I don't think that's likely to happen, but Pharrell saying this, I mean, I wouldn't put it at 99% not happening. Thursday. The biggest story we covered on Thursday was YG being detained by SWAT in connection with Drakeo the Ruler's investigation. Thursday was very eventful for YG. You know, he was detained by SWAT, and then a song with him in the game came out called Red People, which was produced by Swizz Beatz and Timbaland. And then at the end of the night, he did his verses with the game, which he ended up winning pretty handily. At the end of the day, could you imagine the highs and lows YG must have felt on that Thursday? It's like so many highs, so many lows. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with this investigation. But damn. Friday, the biggest story we covered was 50 Cent announcing Eminem and Tupac collaboration will appear on Street Fighter soundtrack. I mean, there's some very interesting stuff coming out about this movie and the soundtrack. One of the most interesting things is that 50 Cent said he's going to be releasing new music, and it could possibly be featuring Tupac and Eminem. Because of this track record, you should be excited about it. I mean, Eminem, 50 Cent, Tupac, hopefully all on the same song. That could be really tight. I think if the production is right, that's the most important thing, because the Realist label had excellent production, hard-hitting production that matched everybody's style. And you know, I'm very interested to see. This could be a solid record. At most, it would be dope to hear those three rap again. I don't know what to expect, but what I can tell you is it probably will not have a title like the Realest Ninjas again. And Saturday, the biggest story that we wrote about on Saturday was Tyler lighting up the WNBA All-Star Game with an electrifying performance. I am extremely high on Tyler. I think Tyler, if it was the mid-2000s, she would be a superstar on the level of Rihanna and Beyonce. I just feel like we don't necessarily pay attention to those type of superstars the way that we used to. But anyway, Tyler gave a phenomenal performance at the WNBA All-Star Game during halftime, performing songs like Water, and she did it all. She looked great, was dancing, had the charisma, and this is an American market, and there was people singing along to her music and really enjoying themselves. Now, Tyler is extremely young, so she has a lot of time to gain new fans, especially in the US, but I don't know what else or which direction she needs to go to elevate to Rihanna or Beyonce level, but to me, she has it. To me, she is that next superstar that we should be really appreciative of all the things that she does next. And I'm sold, and let's see if everybody else is sold. So there you have it, our weekly roundup, episode 1. Thank you for watching this video, and check out ratingsgamemusic.com for more stuff like this. And please hit that subscribe button for us so we can keep pounding out videos like this. Until next time, peace from the RGM studios.